Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Debbie, and if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that button down below and subscribe. So today's look was actually requested. I was asked to create a look using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collaboration palette. This is the only palette that I own that is Jaclyn Hill collaboration with Morphe. I know she has other palettes, but I only own this one. I may pick up one or two later on. I'm not sure, I'm still debating, and just see how I like those. I know there have been, reviews on those, not great, and I just want to see it for myself. But for this palette right here, if you guys want to see how I created this look using that palette, then just keep on watching. So I'm super excited for today's video because this video was actually requested by one of you, and I'm actually really excited for it because that just shows that you guys are enjoying my videos. So they requested for me to create another look using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm hoping this is the palette that you were referring to because this is the only palette that I own that is Jaclyn Hill in collaboration with Morphe, and I have to say that this palette is absolutely amazing. If you own it, you guys know. I cleaned it up for you guys just a little bit, but I do use this palette a lot. It's definitely perfect if you're a beginner, or even if you're not a beginner, because it has literally all these shades that you're able to use on a daily. You can create glamorous looks with this, beautiful pops of color with this. Like, it is amazing. The pigmentation, the blendability, it's all there, and I personally love this palette. Like, I was really excited to purchase this palette, and when I got it, I mean, I didn't really know what to expect because I never really bought anything from Morphe. No. Yeah, this was actually my first palette, I believe, from Morphe, I think. I want to say it's either my first or my second palette that I bought from Morphe. And especially since it was like a collaboration, I was like hoping that it was going to be a good palette. And I have to say that it's an amazing palette. I still use it almost every single day, and I really do. Like, I love going in with these two shades on the crease, like use it as a whole transition shade, and then I add like a little bit of this, a little bit of this on the under eye, just line it up a little bit, and then I add one of these frosty shades on the inner corner or on the brow bone. I mean, you can create so many looks with this palette, you guys. You have your bronzes, your pinks, your frosty shades that are like, honestly, I've never had a problem just taking this palette with me anywhere, so I've always been set. If I wanted to take one palette, I've definitely taken this one palette on its own and nothing else, and I've been perfectly fine. And yeah, so today I am going to create, I don't know what I'm going to create, I really don't know, but all I know is that they wanted to see just another makeup look using this palette, and that's exactly what I'm going to do for you today and for all of you. So we are just gonna jump right in. As you can see, I already filled in my brows. I added concealer to the eyelids, so they are prepped and ready. I set it and everything, and we are just going to jump right in. So I think I'm gonna go in with this. Let me get the brush first. I apologize. My stuff is like kind of all over the place, but I'm gonna grab this brush here. This is actually a BH Cosmetics brush, and this is part of like their marble set. So I'm gonna grab, these do have names, by the way, I just lost it, so I apologize. I'm gonna grab these two shades here, and I'm just going to use that as the transition shade. So I'm basically just applying that in the transition area, just like that. So as you can see, it is super easy to blend, and it has really nice pigmentation. Even though we're using this as our transition shade, it's a beautiful transition shade to use. You see? All right, so now I'm gonna grab this shade here, And I'm using a Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush, and I'm just going to apply that right here on the outer, but also apply it in the crease. Now with the same brush, I'm going to go in with this shade here and apply that in the crease. So I'm kind of going to grab the brush, flip it over, and the shadow is going to be on the top part, and I'm just going to apply that in the crease, just like that. And this is the perfect brush to literally stick that into the crease, just like that. And you could just go back and forth like this in windshield wiper motion. I'm gonna go right back in with the first brush that I used, and I'm just going to blend. There's no additional product. I am just using the whatever's left on the brush. All right, now I'm gonna grab this shade here, and I'm using another BH Cosmetics brush. It's part of that same marble set, and I'm just grabbing that shade and just applying it out on the outer V and just blending it inwards towards the inner part of the eyelid, but mainly trying to focus it on the outer V. All right, so now I'm gonna grab that JH40 brush, and I'm gonna go right back into this shade here, and I'm going to apply that right back in that same area. I'm gonna go right back and just grab that first brush that we used again and just blend everything out. All right, so now I want to go in with this gold shade here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some on this brush. This is like a flat brush from BH Cosmetics. It's also part of that marble set, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with some Mario Badescu spray. Any spray will work fine, and I'm just going to start applying that on the lid. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop right here. I'm going to apply lashes off camera, and once I'm done with my face, I will jump right back into the eyes and I will add a pop of color. All right, so as you can see, I finished applying my lashes. These are the Kiss number 11 lashes. You guys know I love, love, love these lashes. I mean, what's not to love? They are affordable. You can get them at Walmart. They are beautiful, wispy, go with pretty much every single look, and they are so easy to apply. So that is done. Now moving on to face, I'm gonna go in with this primer here. This is the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. I absolutely like this, especially on those days that my skin is super dry. So right now, this area right here, it may not look like it, but I am super dry on like the outer perimeter of my face. So pretty much on this side, it's not so much over here, it's mostly like over here and like over here for some reason. But I did apply moisturizer, and I'm gonna add a little bit more. So not moisturizer, but this is the hydrating primer, and it's going to help my skin stay hydrated, and it's not going to make the foundation look super dry on my skin. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to go in with this one. This one is from Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I used to use this. I just can't remember if this was my right shade. I had 4 and 5. This is the number 4 medium beige. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. So all I'm going to do is pump some on the back. See, I haven't used it in a little bit, so it's going to be a little hard. All right, that was a lot. So I'm going to grab my Real Techniques damp sponge, and I'm just going to start applying it all over. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20. To blend that out, I'm going to grab my Real Technique sponge and just start blending that out. Now to cream contour, I'm going to grab my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and today I'm going to use the shade Cool Tan. To blend that out, I'm going to grab another brush from that BH Cosmetics Marble set, and I'm just going to blend it out. Alright, so to finish blending out that concealer on the nose, I'm going to grab my damp sponge and just go over that. I'm also going to go over all those areas, like on the forehead, over here. Just make it look super flawless. Just like that. Not going in with like a strong bronze contour kind of thing. We're just going for something subtle bronze and, you know, just look snatched somehow. Now I'm going to grab my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20 again, and I'm just going to grab a little bit and apply that on the bridge of my nose, just like that, because it looks like I have like a full-on brown nose, and we don't want that. Just like that. Blend everything together. To set my under eye today, I'm going to grab my Coty Airspun powder. I have it in this little container, just like the RCMA powder. I like putting it in containers like this because it's so much less messy than having it in the actual huge pack, like little compact, I mean not even a compact, like the tub that it comes in. It's just super messy. I have to say that this one sometimes does mess with like my allergies. It just depends. So I'm pretty careful on where I place it. I place it exactly underneath my eye to set the concealer, yes, but I'm also careful on how close I get to my eye. I don't want any of the powder to land inside my eye because I feel like that's when my allergies start. And for my nose as well, because this is a scented translucent powder. Alright, so now to set that cream contour, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. And ever since I got this bronzer from Sephora, I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to use that today, and I'm using this Kenzie brush. Alright, so jumping right back into the eyes, I'm going to grab my JH43 brush, and I think I'm going to go in with this shade here. This one right here. And I'm just going to apply that on the lower lash line. Alright, so now I'm going to switch brushes. I'm grabbing the JH39 brush, and I'm going to go right back in with that same color. And I'm just going to blend the lower lash line with that shade. Alright, so we're not going to leave the eyes like this. We're going to add a little bit of, you know, these two shades here. With a pencil brush, I'm going to apply this on the inner corner. I'm also grabbing that same shade with the pencil brush and just applying that on the brow bone. I'm going to grab a clean brush, and this is just a tapered blending E40 brush from Sigma. And I'm just going to blend that out just so it looks, you know, it's soft, not harsh looking. Just like that. Now I'm gonna grab this Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil in the shade Glossy Emerald, and I'm just going to apply that on the lower lash line. To finish off the eyes, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I didn't realize that the camera wasn't on, but I did go in with a little bit of my Becca Opal highlight, and I already applied it on the high points. I'm going to apply some on the tip of my nose, some on the Cupid's bow, just like that, and that is pretty much it. A little bit on the top of the brow, just like that. And if you apply too much, but even though, you know, whatever, we want to make sure we glow, you can grab a brush. You can grab the same setting brush that you use to set your concealer. Just blend that out and soften it out if you feel like it's a little bit too much highlight, but it's your choice, whatever you prefer. And now I'm going to move on to the lips. So I'm going to grab my MAC lip liner. This is in the shade Subculture. And now I'm going to grab this MAC lipstick in the shade Blankety. On top of that lipstick, I'm going to grab the Essence lip gloss, and this is in the shade, I guess, Happiness in a Bottle. This is a really pretty shade, and I'm just going to apply that right on top of the lipstick. And that is pretty much it, you guys. Now I'm going to go in with my NYX Dewy Setting Spray and set the face. Alright guys, so this is the final look right here. I hope you guys enjoyed the look, and as you can see, I decided to add a little bit of pop of color for you guys in this video, just so you guys can see how beautiful those shades work on the eyes. They applied super easy, blended out super nicely, and I had no issues whatsoever. So I mean, you could definitely use this palette every day. You can get super glam, you can get super creative with this palette. So if you are on the fence of whether or not you wanted to get this palette added to your collection, I definitely feel like it's a go for me. Definitely pick it up, and I feel like you will not be disappointed because I have used this palette so many times, have created so many looks using this palette, and I've never had a problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.